A very warm welcome to 1000 PS TV for the presentation of the Suzuki SV-7 GX. I naturally struggle quite a bit with the model name, but not with the rest. I know the engine really well and I can clearly remember when it first appeared. The Suzuki SV-650 was in the end a direct competitor to the Ducati Monster. Ducati had this air-cooled V2 Monster engine. And then Suzuki came along with the water-cooled 90-degree V2 with 650 cubic centimeters and was so successful with the concept right from the start that everyone's jaw just dropped. That engine was simply fantastic from the very first idea. Smooth running, full of character, and always delivering punch across the entire rev range. Of course, this 650 V2 does not have brutal peak performance. Over the years, it has always hovered around roughly 70 horsepower. In the current Euro 5B compliant configuration, it now delivers 73 horsepower. And I know that out on the road, that is truly fantastic to ride. As long as you understand and master momentum-based riding, it is a great package. So if you let the bike flow into the corner relatively quickly at corner entry and then pull it back out on the exit using that beautiful torque, you have a huge amount of fun, even though it is, in quotation marks, only a 650 engine with 73 horsepower. This engine has now been around for, I think, 27 years, 26 years, something like that. But much more impressive is this. Suzuki has built it a total of 500,000 times. When an engine is that successful, it clearly shows how well the concept has been received by motorcyclists over many years. When the 800 twin-cylinder came along, there was concern that this wonderful V2 would disappear from the market, but no. Suzuki managed to overcome the Euro 5B hurdle and on that occasion also upgraded it to ride-by-wire. That means we now finally have riding modes, traction control and a quick shifter on this motorcycle. I think that is fantastic because I really like riding with quick shifters. We have not tested it yet, but you can assume that it will work really well, just like in other Suzuki models. The most obvious thing, of course, is that this is no longer a proper Suzuki SV, but an SV GX. And the abbreviation GX, which we already know from the 1000 models, stands for crossover at Suzuki. So a road-oriented bike, but with a bit more comfort for longer tours. However, we do not have excessively long suspension travel. At the front it is 125 millimeters and at the rear it is 130 millimeters. In my opinion, that is absolutely fine and provides a bit of comfort while still giving you the transparency you need when you want to attack corners aggressively. The tires are also standard, 17 inches, 120 at the front, 160 at the rear. So this is all classic SV standard and proven almost 1,000,000 times over, or rather 500,000 times proven, let's put it that way. When it comes to the suspension, Suzuki did not go all out, but instead built on these SV virtues, manageable, uncomplicated. That means we have a completely standard fork with no adjustment options, and we have a rear shock with 7-stage adjustable preload. This makes the bike predestined for traveling and for riding 2-up. At the end of the video, Pamela from Suzuki will also join me on the GX so that we can show you the passenger seating position. Speaking of traveling, the massive luggage rack is part of the standard equipment, just like the handguards. These wind deflectors naturally provide an extra level of comfort on longer tours and in cold temperatures. And the windscreen is also adjustable. However, not electrically at the push of a button. Instead, you have to loosen 4 screws and can then adjust the windscreen in 2 stages. Overall, you really have to say how great it is that Suzuki has brought this legendary 650 engine over the Euro 5B hurdle and placed it into such a great, versatile motorcycle. Especially the seat height on the classic SV was always very accessible, relatively low, and with a slim seat contour. On this motorcycle, which as mentioned is now more geared toward touring, the seat has been padded a bit more and and has therefore become slightly wider in the inner thigh area. Still, in my opinion, it is very comfortable and easy to mount, as they like to say. The seat height with the standard seat is 795 millimeters. However, there is also an accessory seat that raises the seat height to 820 millimeters, which is of course a great option for taller riders. What I find a bit of a shame is that we still do not know the price. There is nothing we can do about that, but I suspect that the SV-7 GX will be positioned in terms of pricing in a way that will really shake up the market. And now, friends, I will say this before we do the passenger seating test. Please write in the comments below what you think of this SV-7 GX and tell me what price you would like to see. Subscribe to the channel and stay loyal to me, even though I am getting off the bike now.
Bist sicher?
Ja, gib alles.
Scheiße. Gut, ein bisschen nervös bin ich schon. Hast du es im Griff, Pamela?
Ich hab's.
Ich muss mich dort kurz anhalten und ich muss mit Schwung.
Mach.
Schaffst du das?
Ja, einfach.
Oh. Boah, das war aber knapp. Das war knapp, Pamela.
Beim Üben war es nicht so knapp.
Na gut, jetzt steige ich ab. Ciao, Papa.
Servus.
Bah.